Out here on the KTM Super Duke. For those of you, so let's go back. Last week we introduced the new bike to the channel, the Harley-Davidson Roadster 1200, and thank you so much if you watched the video and if you left a comment. Thank you so much for your support, for your kind words, for your enthusiasm behind the new bike, and lots of new adventures to come. Some of you have asked if I plan on doing mods or changing anything up on the bike, and of course, those things are in the works, in the plans. Of course, you know, all of these things are dependent upon the dough, right? The cash flow. But again, thank you so much for chiming in, for watching that video, and welcome back to the KTM. If any of you were wondering, was the Roadster taking the place of the 1290? Absolutely not. You know, I know a lot of people who have more than one bike, you know, who have a garage to put it in, and those things are coming in the future. You know, one thing I didn't want to do if I was going to buy a second bike was put our plans to get into a home in jeopardy, and it turns out we found such a super amazing deal, and just the timing was right, and we're able to get that bike, and also hopefully, with our fingers crossed, we want to be in a home by the end of 2021. Now, you know, these things happen. My daughter just got her braces off. Woohoo! And she's gonna have to have some other things done that are, you know, gonna cost a little bit of money. And so, you know, when things like that happen, you know, you can't plan for them. It's nice that we have, you know, that we have saved money up, and we do consider the fact that there are emergencies, and we would never dip into that emergency fund either. So anyway, just some things, you know, keeping you guys posted, keeping you guys in the know as far as my life goes, just in case you were interested. And if you're watching this channel, I'm assuming that you are interested. So we're just out on a ride today, and you know, when we talk about timing, and when we talk about life, and we talk about life goals, I can't help but think that we're all working on our lives, we're working on our goals, our plans at our own pace. You know, for someone like me who's been really kind of just saving, and things happen, and changes have to be made. But we've been saving to get into a home, and in California, it's really difficult to buy a home because it's so expensive here. And so it's been this, you know, this balance where we're like, well, do we buy a cheap home and you know, have to put more money into it in order to get it back when we sell it, or do we just wait until we have enough money to buy the home that we really want? And so we've kind of been teetering back and forth between that. But you know, things are so much different now than they were when my dad was 40. I'm gonna be turning 42 this year, and things are so different. You know, 40 is so different now than when my dad was growing up. When my dad was 40. I think that you know, you look at this past Super Bowl, and you look at Tom Brady, who's, you know, I think he's 43. He's in his 40s, and he just won his 7th Super Bowl. You know, 40 is not what it used to be. And I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit today because, you know, there's some big differences. For one thing, you know, my dad didn't have a computer in his house growing up. My dad, not a lot of things changed from the time that he was becoming an adult, like 18, until he was 40. And when I talk about not a lot of things changed, there wasn't a whole lot of progress happening. And starting in like the late 1970s all the way through to today, progress has been made in so many areas: technology, medicine, science. I mean, just there's been so much progress made that things are so much different now than they were when I was a kid. when my dad didn't see a whole lot of change. And I think just in general, the progress that we make, you know, my dad grew up without having a computer in his house. I grew up with a computer in my house, but that machine would be obsolete compared to like my first cell phone, because just the way that things change, you know, how quickly things become obsolete happens so quickly, you know. And you look at the fact that the bike that I just bought still has a fuel shutoff switch and a choke, and that was, you know, it's almost a 20-year-old bike now. But you look at the progress in motorcycles, you look at the progress in technology and all these things, and things change so quickly. So I wanted to get you guys' feedback too. When you were growing up, I love this mural. How much has changed since you grew up? And I posed this question before, but I didn't get very much feedback. Tell me how old you are without actually telling me the age that you are. And I'll go. So I'm old enough that Saturday morning cartoons were a big deal. Okay? So if Saturday morning cartoons were a thing of your childhood, then you're probably about my same age. I mean, we didn't even have cable growing up. So, you know, Nickelodeon and the Cartoon Network, all that stuff, that was never a thing in my house. And it wasn't uncommon for people to not have cable. And really, we've kind of gone backwards. Talk about progress. We've gone backwards. I think fewer people are subscribing to cable. We don't have cable. We've really only had cable like when we first got married, and we had a little extra spending money because things didn't cost as much as they do now. Also, our rent was really low. We kind of got lucky with that. Anyway, you guys, it's the 40s. I'm well into my 40s now. I'm turning 42 this year, and things just aren't the same. You know, I feel good health-wise. You know, the pandemic has really put a cramp into like getting into good shape or like, you know, running every day and working out every day. It's hard for me to get into a routine just because, you know, leaving the house is uncommon. You know, I get out here to ride and shoot videos, but other than, like, I don't get out and I don't stop somewhere when I ride because a lot of the times I don't even bring my mask. So anyway, it's a different time. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric. I'm that one guy, and I am